Hello and welcome here everyone to Nashville for the penultimate round of the ARCA Axalta Racing Series. Round 19 here. Very critical race here because this is the final race before the final race. And guys like Ashland Boyd and Mitchell Collins really need to do something big here because Boston Jones, he is your points leader coming into this race, 40 points just ahead of Ashland Boyd. And Mitchell Collins is 94 points behind, Collins is 94 points behind those guys. But real fast here, we're going to get you down to the commands.
Drivers, start your engines!
And the commands have been given, engines have been fired up. Beautiful night for racing here at Nashville. As drivers roll off of pit road. Oh no, Ashland Boyd. What on earth just happened? Ashland Boyd just retired out of the race immediately. I'm lost for words. I don't know what just happened. Yeah, he was retired out of the race from the pole position. And Byron Bell will take the pole position over, I guess. What? Wow. So already a huge turn of events before we're even going green here. Ashland Boyd, his chances at championship is pretty much done. He just retired out of the race. I don't know what for. Holy cow. Well, I've never seen that before, but I guess now it's just between Boston Jones and Mitchell Collins. As here we go, Byron Bell. He will lead the field of green as we're green and racing here at Nashville. Oh my God, you have to feel that for Ashland Boyd. I don't know what, I've never seen that before. He just turned off of, as soon as they started, just turned into his pit box and retired out of the race. Tough break for Ashland Boyd. His shot at a championship is done. 3 wide right here. Jesse Turner in the middle. Collins there. He is down to the inside with Go For It right there behind him. Lap number 1 goes to Byron Bell in the 11. Wow, I cannot get over what I just witnessed as Ashland Boyd just retired out of the race. Now Collins, he needs a top 5, and for Boston Jones to finish below 20th to realistically have a shot going into Atlanta. 4 wide right here. 7 Austin got a really big run up the middle. Collins being real aggressive here. He needs this. He needs to be aggressive. He's not usually an aggressive driver, but we're seeing some out of him here pretty early tonight as he's forcing it 4 wide. Now back to 3 wide right here. Dylan Young looks like he wants to get going, but he's kind of stuck in the middle right there behind Jesse Turner in the 48. Oh, everything we got a car around? We do. Car around right there in the back. Yellow flag is going to be out immediately. Oh, Jimmy Hogan. And then Reeder as well. Oh, Jefferson up here. They're still wrecking. Konstantinovich and the 71 gets into him again. Yellow flag is out for the first time here tonight at Nashville. Byron Bell out front. Oh, and they're still wrecking. Dylan Young in the 99. The 25 as well, 78. I don't see any of your 2 championship contenders. So, a dramatic opening here to the race at Nashville. Byron Bell is your race leader. We're going to go back and take a look at what originally brought out the yellow right here. Nathan Fisher, Nathan. Oh, no, it's, looks like the 71 got turned by, Rimmer. And then gets into Hogan, and Hogan went around right there. Randy Mayhew, he got held up as well. Nathan Fisher did go around too. And then you see Jefferson up there and others. Patrick Smith in the 98, he went around as well. Another look at it right here. Just looks like Rimmer got into the 71, then came down on the 51, and that's what triggered that incident right there. Anthony Reeder, I believe he suffered the most damage out of this. There's Patrick Smith going around. Another good race for him. Konstantinovic in the 12 as well. And then up here, I'm not sure what happened. Oh, Andy Dwyer got into 𝙉𝙊𝙍𝙇, and then behind them, and it's just a chain reaction right there. Dylan Young, once again. His luck from Dover, I tell you, it's just the worst. They've been involved in every wreck since Dover, I believe. Like literally every wreck that's happened after the Dover race, Dylan Young has been involved in it. Or every race after that he is wrecked. But yellow flag is out for the first time here tonight. Byron Bell is your race leader. We'll be back in Nashville. Welcome back here to Nashville for round number 19 of 20 here for the ARCA Axalta Racing Series. Again, set to go back green. Couple drivers out of the race. And there's on the 20. Didn't even start the race. No points will be awarded at all whatsoever. So yeah, their championship hopes are completely done. Byron Bell leads over Jacob Hulse, Jesse Turner, Mitchell Collins, and Cody Goforth. That is your top 5. 12, 𝙉𝙊𝙍𝙍 Konstantinovic is a lap down. We're green and racing once again here at Nashville. Still not sure why this is classified as a super speedway. It looks like a flat Kansas or smaller Kansas or something. But anyways, we're back racing here. And the 12 is definitely going to be slow with some damage right there. He's going to hold up Jesse Turner in the 48. Everyone's going to go around them on the outside. 𝙉𝙍𝙍 in the 22. He gets around them. Paul Hogan in the 52s right there as well. And I believe we have yet another yellow. Yeah, we do. Caution's out. 54, Chad Foster with heavy damage. And back to the line, Byron Bell once again. Back here's a big scramble for position. Yellow flag is out. Slow down, guys. Don't want to wreck under yellow here, as they're all kind of bunched up. Stevie Cologne in the middle of all this, but I think they'll be all right. So yellow flag flies for the second time here tonight. We're going to go back and get you a replay. Byron Bell is your race leader. Is Foster in the 54. I hear, oh, Nathan Fisher and Dwayne Singleton in the 69 makes contact, and that turns the 54. Oh man, 𝙉𝙊𝙍𝙍 just barely getting by right there. What a close call. Let's ride on board with him here. Oh, and Andy Dwyer as well. Riding on board with 𝙉𝙊𝙍𝙍.
Easy, reckon.
Jeez, had he been any closer, he would have been in that for sure. But yellow flag is out once again. Pit stops are being made. We'll be back here at Nashville Superspeedway for the penultimate round of the ARCA Axalta Racing Series as everyone battles off of pit road. Welcome back here to Nashville as we're getting set to go back green after pit stops. Dylan Young has taken the race lead. 12, 𝙉𝙍𝙍𝙍 Konstantinovic still remains the only car lap down, as Cody Goforth lines up in second. Boston Jones, he's up to third. Not what the 3 of Mitchell Collins really wants to see right now. He's in a good position, but still plenty of racing to go. We're not even at the halfway mark yet. And the 12 once again really slow.
Caution's out.
There's the 32 of Derek Hamill. He really doesn't even have a shot at this, so he's fourth in stand. Yellow flag is out once again. Oh, and this time Jesse Turner with some heavy hood damage in the 48. Racing it back to the start finish line. Cody Goforth trying to take the race lead, and he will not make it in time. Still your leader, Mitchell Collins in the 3. And Boston Jones right there, not letting that 3 out of his sight. But we're going to go back and see what happened here. Maybe some problems with Fisher. Going underneath the... Oh, it looks like he just got dumped by 𝙉𝙍𝙍𝙍 to 22. Oh, and Turner, nowhere to go. Slams that outside the wall. Zachary DeLello goes around as well. Patrick Smith got into it. Or was that the 77? I think it was the 22. Riding aboard with Fisher.
Inside. 3 wide, you're in the middle.
Yeah, it looks like he just got dumped. I didn't see him change line or anything, but yeah, the 22 of 𝙉𝙍𝙍𝙍 right there, that's really who's to blame. Not sure what that was all about. Riding on board with Jesse Turner.
Inside. There's a record.
Yeah, nothing he could have done right there.
There's a caution. Caution's
Tough
out.
stuff, great for Jesse Turner, but yellow flag is out. once again here at Nashville for the third time. Out front, 𝙉𝙊𝙍𝙇𝘼 in the 8. We'll be back. Welcome back here to Nashville, getting set to go back green. Jesse Turner in the 48 has retired out of the race. 30 cars remaining on the track, only 29 are a lap down. As we're back green and racing once again. Great start for the first two. Look at Timothy Lee up to P3 in the 55. Last couple of races have been kind of rough for them. Was running really well at Sawmill and then ended up wrecking out. Konstantinovic now holding up Raymond Fisher rather, trying to get out of the way, but the other Fisher, Nathan Fisher too, is outside. Everyone's trying to scatter and get around the 12. 𝙉𝙊𝙍𝙇𝘼 in the 8. He has had a rough season. And the yellow flag is out once again. Oh, and this time once again it's Jimmy Hogan in the 51. Looks like had some problems right there with one of Cody Goforth, but yellow flag flies yet again, and so we're gonna go back and take a look. Back here, everyone's scattering for position. They were about 4 wide, and Patrick Smith tried to back out, and looks like 18. Roberto Crown Jr. just ran out of room. No one was really giving him a lot of room right there, so can't really blame him. Watkins, Glenn Winter, and he does get a little bit of damage. So just a single car spin, really nothing too big. Gonna take another break. We'll be back here in Nashville. Welcome back once again here to Nashville Superspeedway, getting set to go back green. Still 30 drivers on the track, and of course Konstantinovic, he's a lap down. 𝙉𝙊𝙍𝙇𝘼 leads over Byron Bell. Timothy Lee running in P3. Carter Joey's right there in 4th, and Derek Campbell running in the top 5. Collins, he's they pitted, I believe, and they're back there now in traffic. Oh, and the 22 just getting held up right there by Konstantinovic. Everyone else going to go around the outside. And once again, Sam Dawson finds himself getting held up by a lap car. You see Collins right there. Jones is actually ahead of him. Collins, this is not what he needs right now. He needs to get past these guys, and quickly rather. Company 11 to go this time by. Ooh, careful, they're kind of running out of room right there. Car gets turned out into the grass. Konstantinovic. Oh, and the yellow flag is out anyways. So, yellow flag flies. 𝙉𝙊𝙍𝙇𝘼 is your race leader, as Cody Goforth looked like this time it was him. A couple guys on pit road. But we're going to go back and see what happened to Goforth here in the 1. Racing side by side with the 25 of 𝙉𝙍𝙇𝘼. Oh, he just got into the corner a bit high. I think he was trying to go around the guys who were slower on the bottom, but just kind of went up in the corner really high. So no one to blame but himself right there, collecting 𝙉𝙍𝙇𝘼 and Chad Foster. So tough break for Cody Goforth. These last couple races have been rough for him. 𝙉𝙊𝙍𝙇𝘼 is your race leader here at Nashville. We'll be back. Welcome back here to Nashville as we're getting set to go back green once again. This could be the final restart before we possibly go into overtime. The green flag waves as 𝙉𝙊𝙍𝙇𝘼 lead. 11 of Byron Bell right there in 2nd, but he's being challenged by Timothy Lee in the 55. What a run by the 55 of Lee here, as they're at least trying to end the season on a high note. I believe this is the highest they have ran coming into this race. They're 35th in the standings, only gained a spot after last round. So Timothy Lee looking to finish on a high note. Now here comes the 32 up to P2. 6 laps to go at the line. Boston Jones, he's now up here as well in the 10. He is way ahead of Collins, and if he finishes in the top 5, this championship could be locked up here tonight.
Still there?
So Boston Jones racing for a lot right now. It's been really emotional these last couple races with Jamie Jones being injured and out for the rest of the season, of course. So they have a lot on the table here to lose, really, kind of. Battle for second is the 8 of Jacob Hulse is trying to check out here at Nashville. Back here, everyone's scanning position. Some guys going out pit road. Doesn't look like they had enough fuel. I guess this is kind of a fuel mileage race. I don't think it was last season. 4 laps to go. Sam Oskin battling right here with the 07 of Tyler Mills. And there's Byron Bell. Byron Bell, these last couple races, he just comes so close to winning and then something ends up going wrong within the closing laps. Timothy Lee in a 55, he's now kind of falling as he's stuck on that outside, not the way you want to go. 3 laps to go remaining here at Nashville. They're 3 wide right here. Can everyone make it all the way on fuel? Jacob Hulse, he's your race leader. Almost half a second ahead of Byron Bell in the 11. He's looking to end the season on a high note as well. He's running out of gas. We heard it right there. A lot of these guys are running out of gas. Coming to 2 laps to go.
Clear right there, 2 to go.
Collins and Jones, they're still in this. Byron Bell is now your race leader.
Real good work. Left those
Boston
guys
Jones
behind,
up to second.
Run away from.
Oh man, I don't even think he just wants a top 5. I think Jones wants to go for this win, but does he have enough to make it? Same question for the 11. Sam Oskin takes over 3rd. Dallas Short in 4th. Timothy Lee 5th. And some of these guys are going to run out of fuel as well. Oskin, but coming to the line. 1 more lap to go. Here comes Boston Jones to the inside. He's trying to steal the win from Byron Bell. Oh, I don't think Bell is going to just let him have it so easily. He's racing him hard back on the outside. Half a lap to go at Nashville. Byron Bell still looking for that first career win. It's been close so many times. Here comes the 10 of Boston Jones. As they're neck and neck out of the final corner as they drag race it to the line. And it's Boston Jones stealing the win. Nevins over into the grass right there. Boston Jones just won this race. And that locks him up for the championship. Holy cow. Boston Jones wasn't even a contender throughout the race. Just comes and steals the win from Byron Bell. This is his 4th win, and with this win, look at this, with this win, he is now...
Awesome job, man. Look at that thing.
He is now the most winningest driver in the ARCA series. With his 4th win here this season, Nathan Fisher looks like he was involved in a wreck, but we're going to go back real fast and see what happened here. Nevins and someone, I believe that's Carter Joey. It is. Nevins and Carter Joey makes contact, sends Nevins through the grass. In the grass, we had rain overnight. And Nevins trying to slow it down. Gets into the grass again, still going over 100 miles per hour. Oh, and he comes right up into the track, gets into Nathan Fisher and Roberto Crown Jr. and Fisher hard into the outside wall. Singleton was able to get on by. So not sure what that was about. And then the finish right here, just by half a car length. Boston Jones out of nowhere. He just needed a top 5 to lock up the championship. Or I think it was a top 10, but wins the dang thing instead. And Byron Bell, another heartbreak. So close to that first win. Wow. Another shocking race here at Nashville. Byron Bell, out of nowhere. They saved just enough fuel to make it all the way to the end. As to everyone who was on the lead lap. Paul Hogan, 3rd place for him. Great job right there. Dallas Shorten, Stephen Colon, that's your top 5. Collins, Ronnie Moscow, Nevins ended up 8th. David Rimmer, Patrick Smith, that is your top 10. Only 18 cars finished on the lead lap. Everyone else was either a lap down or out of the race. And wow. So Boston Jones with that win right there just locks him up for the championship going into Atlanta. Even if Boston Jones finishes last and Collins wins Atlanta, it still won't be enough because of how points are calculated.
We got it done! We got it done!
Man, Boston Jones, like I've said, these last couple races have been emotional for him, especially after Pocono with Jamie Jones getting injured out there. So, and a very emotional night here for Boston Jones, capturing his 4th win this season as a rookie, most here in the ARCA series, and locks up the championship. How about that? I believe he's the first driver to ever lock up a championship going into a race. So we're going to get you down to your standings here. We'll see you at Atlanta for the finale of the ARCA Axalta Racing Series. Boston Jones, as you see it right there, 129 points ahead of Collins. Wow. So Collins looks like it's not going to be enough. But we'll see you guys out there for the finale at Atlanta.